Hey everyone, it's time to mark off the calendar because March is done, and that means it's April. So now we've got a lot of fun stuff. We've got Google updates, big time updates. April is Q2. Let's talk about small businesses. Here we go. All right, thanks everyone for joining me. So today we're talking about our newsletter, which is just out because it's April. It's a new month. It's Q2 as well, which is very important for small businesses all over. Not only April Fool's Day is April 1st, but we also have the start of Q2 from April 1st to June 30th. It marks summer as well. So a lot of companies are seeing warm weather, and they're also increasing their competitiveness, shall we say, that's going on right now in the ad space. I've gotten a lot of calls recently for new businesses that want to advertise, that want to be competitive and compete, and that is definitely something that is happening now. We have a lot of interesting questions as well. We'll cover today the top client questions from businesses this month, and looking forward into the future, we have some very big Google news. Google, in fact, announced that this last month in March, actually, they announced that they will no longer support Google Analytics 3 as of July of 2023. Now, this is a big story that is going on here, and just wanted to open this up for everybody. So basically, Google Analytics is sunsetting Universal Analytics. That's the usual analytics people use in 2023 in July. This is big news. We knew this was coming, and in fact, Google was actually trying to get this removed as early as 2020 and 2021, but obviously things happened, right? And they delayed that, which was better for small businesses overall. They were able to keep their existing analytics. But now they finally made a date, and it's going to be July of 2023. And analytics properties will basically not be supported after that. So Universal Analytics will be obsolete after July of 2023. Now, Calabundant is working with local businesses and with all our existing clients to update the entire stack to Google Analytics 4. That's the new analytics that is being used. We're updating conversion tracking. We're doing all that good stuff so that you'll be okay moving forward in the future. And as always, contact Calabundant if you have any questions about that. If you need any help, let us know. We can work on it. We can help you out. So obviously that is a big story, and one we will continue to mention. Kind of the difference with Google Analytics 4, though, is that it doesn't rely on cookies anymore compared to Universal Analytics. That was a big issue in the past, and obviously with tracking privacy concerns and things like that, they wanted to move away from that. So GA4 is a different platform. It still can actually track a lot of user activity using the Google system very well. In some ways, better than even Universal Analytics, which is quite interesting what they're able to do. But that's something that we will definitely note, and we actually made a video about this as well on our YouTube page, which covers about cookies and how that works with Google Analytics and if it's good or bad and all that good stuff. So we urge you to kind of maybe check that out as well, and it talks all about what GA4 is as well. So kind of interesting there. The next news we have over here is basically a pro tip, which is really important. A lot of people have been asking about video, about upping the video game, their video aspect from businesses, and we recommend going to MPEX, and we'll talk about that later in a question. Might even be one of our earlier questions. So let's dive right in to the top client questions right now, and let's do it. Here we go. Top client questions. So the first question is going to be view rates. How are they affected when you post your YouTube video on social? Does it count as a view or YouTube on YouTube? How do I get credit for that? So that's a very interesting question, and yes, it does count when you have embedded videos on your website from YouTube. They actually will count as a view. If it's set to autoplay, however, on your website, it will not count as a view. So be aware of that. Obviously, it has to be an embedded video from YouTube, not Vimeo or whatever. Then it will count as long as it's not set to autoplay. So good to know. Good question there. Next question: how can I be better seen on Instagram? So this is a very interesting question. Instagram, obviously insanely popular social media platform and network, and something that a lot of businesses want to know how they can, improve their Instagram page and do better on Instagram. And so there are actually quite a few ways. I actually contacted my Facebook rep and had a nice conversation about how can we improve presence on Instagram. And here's what they came up with. So the first thing, it's a grind, right? The algorithm doesn't do any favors for anyone, but you gotta consistently be posting. That's really important. You also want to give value to your clients without being salesy. That's really important. If you have like skincare products, you want to make stuff that makes sense for skincare. Facebook and Insta Live sessions are also very important. During a session like this, a Q&A session, even giveaways also really help your presence on those networks. The algorithm likes a mix of reels and stories, and 2 to 3 times per day actually is recommended, which is a lot. I mean, I'll be honest, that's a crap ton, but that's how much they're saying they want. Pretty interesting there. Share and save feature is important. That has to do with the algorithm. Think of the type of content that would be shared most. Makes sense. Don't work too hard on that. You want content that's natural, though. Not doing stories in reels, but they have power, even so, doing that. You want engaging content with good quality videos. Captions is important. Animation, eye-catchy, stuff like that. Having stories is probably the best way to get your content seen. So you want to make sure that you have stories, you have good content, and stories is the best way that the algorithm will actually promote more local videos and posts based on the people you follow as well. So start following people and then get them to follow back. That's been that way for a long time as a way to optimize and get followers. Instagram's a grind. Again, you want to be seen. It requires a lot of content to get followers nowadays. It's really not worth it. So in my opinion, the constant follower grind and everything for some of our businesses is not as essential, because, it's definitely a brand awareness play. But you might even want to consider other places, maybe TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube. Obviously, I like YouTube. Twitter has better chances of getting seen and engaging with more people. So Instagram's tough, but yeah, that's what was recommended. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Next question is, what is some good gear to up our game for streaming our content on Facebook and YouTube? So this is a fun question. The Logitech Brio is the first camera I will recommend. It is a camera that is inexpensive, and basically you can use this type of camera. It's $200. It's a webcam, but it's about the best quality webcam you can get. So if you're just going that route before you start spending money into actual cameras, that's what I recommend. The Logitech Brio is by far the best. Now, I use totally different stuff. I mean, I have all kinds of photo equipment, and what I recommend, is go to MPEX. And MPEX is a great site because B&H Photo is also a wonderful online website. Midwest Photo is local. They're in Columbus. They're in Ohio. I recommend going to them or your local camera shop, asking them, what could I use? Because they know what they're talking about, and they can help you. Going to stores, that actually is a thing. You can go to the store and look at stuff. MPEX has some great stuff, from lenses to all the way to super heavy-duty camera equipment, which you can purchase and get. And I got a lot of this stuff from MPEX, and they're just a great, fun place to go. Oh, I guess you didn't fully see it, but lenses, Big camera rig right here. That's what I got for filming like client videos, and then we also do some other stuff with some of our crew that has some other photo equipment. But Ampex is great. This is a camera. The M50 is a great starting camera. Cameras have only gotten more expensive, so be prepared, but it's an investment because you'll be using this a lot, ideally. You can use your phone. I mean, a lot of people have really good quality phones. The iPhone has wonderful video. You can totally use that to start, but then once you get more serious, you're going to want to invest in something. Not necessarily like all this, but maybe you'll get here someday for some of that stuff. And yeah, I am a camera obsessed person, and I love filming video for clients. So yeah, if you want to have video as well, if you want to do some of that, please contact Kyle Abundant. We love doing it. The next question, should I claim my LinkedIn company page or can I just create a new one? So LinkedIn company pages, you should claim it, and you should not create a new one. You should try and claim it, which is actually not that difficult. But what happens is when you actually start a LinkedIn page and you type in your business name in LinkedIn, if it's not there and you just type it in and enter, it actually creates a new page for you. So you want to make sure you find it, or you create one and have one that's like official. Otherwise, you'll have duplicates and it'll be confusing and weird. So make sure that you claim your LinkedIn page and not go the route of creating a new one or doing duplicates or whatever. And it's easy to claim. It really is. And there's more information in the newsletter, so check that out on the details there. Next question is, do you advertise or show on competitor searches and Google Ads? Yeah, we do. So if you, let's see, competitors. Okay, so if you're looking up a competitor, like maybe Stanley Steamer. So there's Stanley Steamer. Like, looks like it only showed them. Maybe there's another one, another name. There's certain businesses that if you search them, they'll show competitors' names also. And it's kind of like the idea if you're searching plumbers, like Roto-Rooter, maybe? Let's see, Roto-Rooter. Yeah, so Roto-Rooter, for example, like people are advertising as well over their business name. And that's because like it's such a universal name. I imagine maybe Kleenex is like that. No, they're not doing ads. Or yeah, they just have the market covered. Now, if you don't have the market covered, that makes sense. I mean, not everybody has that luxury, but like Roto-Rooter, for example, there's many other businesses that basically other businesses will advertise there. And yes, we do that. Working with the clients to get lists for competitors, we're able to also have you be seen over competitor sites in that way. So definitely inquire about that with Cal Abundant, and that's something that we could do. Last question is, how long does it take to get auction insights updated on Google Ads? Interesting idea. So Google Ads Auction Insights is a very, very good place to get information about competitors, and basically it will show how your competitors look compared to you, and it gives information on where they're being seen, how often they're being seen versus you, who are the top competitors, a lot of interesting insights from competitor analysis. And the auction insights basically take 24 hours after impressions. So 24 hours is when the data is updated. But it's not immediate, but that's pretty good. So you know how much, you can figure out how much they're spending and all that stuff. We're able to do that at Cal Abundant. So if you need help with that, we're masters in it. So this month, every month we do a charity, and we urge everyone to donate with us to a local charity. And this month is Faith Mission in Columbus, Ohio. They're a great organization, and you can help support homeless members of the community in Columbus for only $2.25 a meal. So we recommend, putting whatever you can this Easter to help provide meals to those in need. And Faith Mission, again, great organization. It's right downtown by Columbus State University. Very friendly people there, very helpful. So we definitely recommend you to join us in donating to them. So this month is tax season, unfortunately, and that means there's a whole bunch of memes about taxes. Also working hard because you're a local business owner. You work hard. It's what you do. It's what I do. It's how it works. So there are a lot of fun memes to check out. Do check them out on our website. We have more information. Hopefully you found this fun, insightful, engaging, all that good stuff. Hit like and subscribe, please. It really helps the channel. We really appreciate it. Share this stuff, with others. But yeah, hopefully you have a wonderful April. Wishing you all the best. And thanks everyone for watching. Be well.